Warning, there are spoilers in this video, proceed with caution. I just watched the Minecraft movie and let me say, it was bad. Now I'm not saying it was completely bad, I liked some parts that made me laugh. The plot was really meh and the characters were alright. Any scene when Henry and Natalie were together was bringing Sweet Home Alabama vibes. In the movie it says they are siblings, but it always looks like they are in a relationship because they told each other they loved each other and hugged. Henry is in high school and Natalie looks the same age but works a full job. The actor that plays Natalie is 23 and she looks like she came fresh out of high school. And Henry is 14, who actually turns 15 tomorrow on April 6th, so happy birthday dude. The character Dawn had no reason to be in the movie, she added nothing to the plot. If you took her out of the movie, the only thing that would be different is that the piglins weren't attacked by wolves in the finale. Dawn was my least favorite character. Garrett was probably my favorite character. He was just trying to get diamonds and become rich the entire time because his retro gaming store was going out of business. Steve was a confusing character, it felt like he was changing sides the entire time because of his dog Dennis. The main conflict the entire time was over the Orb of Dominance. The villain of the movie Malgosha was trying to get her hands on it the entire time. If she was trying to get the Orb of Dominance the entire time, then the villain of the movie should have been the Arch-Illager from Minecraft Dungeons. The only thing that kept my mind active during the movie was the references. Me and my friend were jumping in joy when we saw Dan TDM in the auction scene, Technoblade in the Mid-Port Village scene, the big guy reference in the Piglin battle in the Mid-Port Village scene, and Jeb in the dinner scene with the villager and vice principal. Respect for Mojang for putting Technoblade in the movie. It was even better when Steve said, "What a legend." Also let's talk about that B-plot between the villager and vice principal, that was weird. I don't see it, but how did she find that realistic villager attractive? But I guess that villager had enough riz, because during the credits it was shown they got married and learned each other's language. When that villager spoke English, I was hoping for him to sound exactly like an Element Animation villager, but no, it was some random dude voicing him. I was praying that during the credits they would play literally any Minecraft parody song like Revenge, but no. They played the songs that they made for the movie. Also, what mod pack are they using in this movie? Apparently you can craft anything with a crafting table, and it doesn't even have to fit in the 3x3 grid. Henry used a paperclip and a tater tot from the real world, and made a tater tot gun. I think the idea of the movie Anything is Possible to create is good, but they don't follow the boundaries of the game. Whenever they used redstone it just felt so wrong. It always took a few seconds for the redstone dust to get from point A to point B, but in Minecraft it's instant. In the finale the characters made a bunch of iron golems and apparently you can now replace the pumpkin with boots of swiftness from Minecraft Dungeons to make a fast iron golem. Whenever the memes came in the movie, everyone in the audience were saying them. We said I am Steve, chicken jockey, this is a crafting table, and ender pearl, flint and steel, and the nether. There were multiple good scenes with creepers in them, and literally anyone could have said ah, man, but they wasted a good reference. The finale was alright. After Steve, Henry, and Garrett took the glass thing from the Woodland Mansion the Illagers knew that they took it, but they didn't do anything about it. I felt like the Illagers should have revolted and fought in the battle with the piglins. The part with the Enderman was weird. It gave Henry a hallucination for some reason but Henry managed to stop it, but it didn't even explain what would happen if the hallucination kept going, so there was no pressure. The entire movie, Natalie and Dawn didn't do much. They were trying to meet up with Steve and the rest, and all they did was build a house out of a mushroom and find Steve's lost dog, Dennis. In the end, Malgosha died with the rest of the piglins and Garrett, Henry, Natalie, and Dawn left the overworld. Steve said he was going to stay but he changed his mind and went back to the real world. But then, the post-credit scene came. Steve went back to his old house in the real world and somebody new lived there. We didn't see her face but we saw her red hair, and she told Steve her name, and guess what her mother flipping name was? Alex. Her name was Alex. Gosh dang it, Jack Black is going to hook up with Alex and have a child, and there is going to be a Minecraft movie 2 releasing on August 26, 2030. They had lots of potential to make this extremely good, but they were making this in mind for little kids, not the older audience that has been playing the game their entire life. They started thinking about making a movie in 2016, almost 10 years ago, and they spent all that time making this, and we got this mediocre movie. When I went to the theater with my friend, we were looking at everyone else that was watching it, and it was all children. We were the only matured people there besides the parents. There were a few high schoolers, but they all looked like Discord mods, but they did dress up in diamond armor, so I had some respect for them. Overall, I'll give this movie a 6 out of 10. It was just mediocre. I just loved the references, and it felt like Mojang was sending us a love letter for playing the game. They should have just made it an animation movie, put in more references, and put in C418 music. I wouldn't really watch it again, but if I do, I wouldn't really be bored. It was funny, and somewhat entertaining. The live action was actually kinda good because it wasn't something I've ever seen before. There is a lot I can say about this movie, but I want to keep this video short.